Good morning everybody and welcome to a surprise live stroll with myself and Azra. Obviously Azra leading the way. I say surprise because we weren't going to do any in August, or not certainly sort of at home base as it were, but I was just getting a little bit broody and I thought, let's do a little live stroll. This will be the last one before we go away. So yeah, the first thing you might notice is all of a sudden it's getting a bit darker in the mornings already. And it's literally happened since we spoke last, which was only last Friday, wasn't it? Quite incredible. Hi to Julie, how are you? Thanks for connecting up. I say the next live will be probably when we're in Norfolk. Come on. When we're in Norfolk, which is when we're away. We've got someone on the other side up there with a dog, so I might have to pause just when we pass them, but it's better with a... Enough. Don't need to worry, do you? No. All unnecessary noise. Right, come on, lead on. Come on. Go on. Worrying too much about other dogs. That cat, I noticed that was on the corner of Scarwood as well, so that's good. That's all right, Julie. These lives, I do them at sort of different times sometimes, so it's always a bit of a difficult. But the normal ones, when I'm back in September, will be this time. So I may do one on the bank holiday Monday, which is the 31st of August. We might do Railway Club that day, but then we'll be back as normal, probably as of the Wednesday of that week. I won't do anything on the Tuesday because that's usually, what's the word, content gathering day on the Tuesday, to be fair. So yeah, we probably will do a Railway Club on Monday the 31st, so just so people know. But as I say, this is a very spontaneous live because actually we were supposed to be away now, but we've just for a couple of reasons we're not, and we will be probably away as of the weekend. But there won't be any lives next week. It'll be the week after, because that's when we'll have the dogs with us where we're going. So, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you some of the walks and the views that we're going to get where we're going. So stay tuned for that. Okay, well, don't let me get you in trouble, let's put it like that. Anyway, my channel is not worth getting in trouble for. That's all I'm going to say, guys. So if you should be in bed, go to bed. Now, if some of you were with me, you might remember I've had a couple of problems over at the fields with the crazy lady. Now, I haven't seen her for a few weeks now, but she has been causing a bit of chaos around the village. So it'll just be my luck going live that we'll see her this morning. We will wait and see. We can tell we're a bit later this morning because there seems to be far more activity around the village than there is normally, but we're not that much later, really. Whether people are out early, I don't know. Anyway. As I said, we don't get grounded anymore or for a longer period on my behalf. That's all I'm going to say. Where are you watching us from anyway, out of interest? You never know. I don't know whether that's a Mickey take or not, reference to 31st, but quite a few people have enjoyed the railway club, where I walked to the train station with Azra, we got on the train for a few stops, we get back off and then walk home. So, yeah, I don't know whether that was a flippant comment, but I don't care. People enjoy it. Don't have to watch, do you? Go on, Azra, good girl. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't know if we're going to see our friend. I have changed the route ever so slightly to avoid any potential sort of narrow meeting, but there is a slight opportunity at a point, and I've been lucky all week, and long may that continue, but you just never know. You really just never know. I haven't seen any of my regular people over here. I know people going away and stuff like that at the minute, so maybe they're away as well. So my regular people, after all, we'll be going to the loo in a minute because this is a normal pit stop. Hence the slowness. I'm not going to do that. Right, just bear with me, guys. Right, let's use this bin over here, Azra. Funnily enough, there is a meeting tonight, an online meeting with the local police for the area. Now, I did find it quite laughable, actually, especially with what's been happening. Not just me, but with other sort of dog walkers and such like, with this lady. But it's actually an online meeting tonight. That'll probably be a waste of time, but I am going to attend. We'll see what they've got to say. The problem is the verbal volume you get off her, because obviously she's a bit unstable. You can deal with that to a degree. Obviously, younger people might suffer a bit more. But she's moved into a new phase where she's lunging at a person and or the dog. And that is just something you can't tolerate, because you would protect yourself, wouldn't you? And then all of a sudden she falls over, and then do you get the knock at the door saying you're in trouble with the police? And this is what I'm going to ask tonight. You know, I know what I would do regardless, but if they haven't done anything about someone who they know is a problem, they've had many reports sent, then they can't really be saying, well, you can't defend yourself when they know what you're like. That's what I'm saying. No doubt they probably will. So I did used to sort of go through that gap and round along the edge of the field. So over there, people who are regulars will know that. But we're just going straight on that. You go directly through the not the vineyard, I can't think, the orchard. Sorry, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. And so I've still got the opportunity of seeing this woman, but in a far bigger area rather than being caught up in the corner over there. Go on, Azra, lead on. She sort of, I think she goes into a little bit protection mode as well, actually. And it's a shame, because sort of this phase of the walk I don't really enjoy anymore, really. It's you sort of go into a little bit of protection defence mode. Which you shouldn't really need to do, really, so. Anyway. You should not let it all be consumed. Probably give this the big build up, and then everything will be alright, which it has been all week, so. But it'll just be my luck the one morning I do it live. The crazy lady will be out and about. Very quiet morning though. Nobody about anyway. Come on, Azra. Go on, lead on. So we used to go through the wooded area. Those that might have been on here before will know the route we used to. And this is just something I've changed since we last were on. And this is purely and simply because, say, in that narrow wooded area, I couldn't have that situation with someone lunging at the dog. Too tight a space. At least in here, if I see the person coming in, I know it now. I can deviate my path, shall we say. Morning, Florida boy. Thank the Lord, someone sensible to speak to. How you doing? I know it's a bit of a spontaneous surprise one this morning. This was completely unplanned and suggested to me by the lovely Julia, my wife, not the Julie that's been watching. But we are doing a slightly different route that you all know, because of our crazy lady's friend now. Fingers crossed this is the bit where if we see her, we can't avoid it. Go on, go on. Go on, Azra, keep going. Azra, come on. And I think, guys, another morning will pass without seeing her. Yeah. Good, Azra, lead on. Fantastic. I'm pleased you are all good. Two things I was talking about prior to you coming on, and you might notice it because you're one of my regulars, is the difference in light. Even since we were on Friday, all of a sudden, moving into August, it just seems it's a little bit darker in the mornings. Obviously the sun is not up yet. The sun is to my right. We'll be walking into it. Now, this is my regular time. There's no difference in time here. Give or take about 5 minutes. And the sun is already not up. I reckon the sun will probably be up around about 5:30, maybe 20 to 6. So it's already getting a little bit later already. And bear in mind the clocks aren't due to change, guys, until the end of October. So Lord knows what we're going to be like with the light by October. We shall wait and see. We might be able to change our route earlier, certainly during the week anyway. We'll see. I certainly have always had my doggy bags. Thank you, my cheerleader is off. I appreciate that, thank you very much. I had a few likes this morning actually, so thank you for that. It was a sort of a busy start and then it sort of phased in and out, which is just how the lives go. As I say, this live is very surprise, very spontaneous. Normally we are on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. But this was a little bit of a surprise one. The next one will definitely be, it'll probably be week after next. I may do one Wednesday next week because we are home for a day before we go off again. It just depends, I'll see. But as you can see with the sun, those that have been with me will know that the sun is usually up around this time. So I reckon if we were to come over here around 6 o'clock, which is in 40 minutes time, we'll have a lovely sunrise. Perhaps we'll do that if we get a good one on. Oh no, because I'm not live at the weekend, am I? Maybe we'll do it next week when I'm off work. Come out a bit later. Do watch out for the travel vlogs though, we've got coming up the first lot. It will probably, I reckon the first one will come out a week Sunday, so not the 9th of August, the following Sunday, whatever that will be. And that will probably be the Liverpool versus Monaco game from Anfield, and we've got a special tribute to Kevin Keegan going to be happening at that match as well. So yeah, hopefully it'll be quite a poignant tribute, one of Liverpool's greatest ever players. And then we've got the match to look forward to as well. We shall see. Yeah, I mean, it's quite incredible how you just notice it in just a week. I mean, as I say, I've noticed it because obviously I'm out in it every day. But, you know, we were out last Friday, and if I look at that live, come on, Azra. Do you want to look at the train, Azra? Because you like the train. Come on, it's the goods train. Here it is. There you go, guys. That's the goods train going over. Azra is fascinated by it. She was actually stopping me to want to have a look. Not a particularly long one today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 carriages or 20 trucks. Here we go. Interestingly, Florida boy, what time is it getting dark there at night now in Florida? I'm very interested. As you know, we will be there in, about a month and a half, all being well. Go on, Azra. And there may be another separate question. What time is it getting light in the morning enough that I can go out for a nice walk? 7ish? Or earlier? So this is the one busy road we get on our little stroll. It's not going to be busy this time of the morning, guys. We might get the odd straggler. Come on then, let's go. Come on, Azra. Come on, good girl. A bit of an update for you as well, and I thought I would just share it with you as well. I'll just pause that thought for a second. That is where the sun is going to be coming up from, and it is just on the crest of coming up over the top of those trees. It's definitely coming. Go on, Azra, let's go. So yeah, I was going to share with you the I had a thigh strain or something last it was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago tomorrow it happened, and I would say only now. I still have to put some gel on it every so often, but yeah, it's settled right down, thank goodness. And with the walking we've got over the next few weeks, thank God. But again, just got to keep it under control. But right now, Florida boy, as in we're now August, so is there going to be much difference with September? Sort of, I've had a quick look, and it sort of says light around 6:30, 7 o'clock for September, and maybe dark sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock. So whether that is right for September, I don't know. It's difficult. It sounds about right from memory when I've been there over the years, but I really can't remember. And the only reason I say that to you is because definitely the first full day we're there, I'm going to be going out and vlogging iDrive, and I'm literally going to walk from the plaza down to Endless Summer. So that's it's about a mile and a half, isn't it? So it's nowhere near what I do here. The difference is there's a lot more going on and more roads to cross. You've got Turkey Lake Road to cross as well, which is probably one of the busiest junctions on our drive and in Orlando probably. So I'm not looking forward to that. They are starting to think about building a massive sort of interchange there, like a pedestrian walkway, I believe. but that won't be open anytime soon. Probably see it being built this year and next year, maybe definitely next year, they're saying. So anyway, Azra's horsey friends are way over the other side this morning, so there's no point seeing them. Incidentally, we are going to go to a horse sanctuary. Is one of the places we're going to go to when we're off, and we can actually take the dogs here. I didn't think they would let dogs be taken, but Julie tells me 100% dogs, as long as they're kept on leads, which obviously as always will be, they can be taken. So morning to everyone just joining up. Do make sure you like and subscribe, does mean a lot to the channel. It's been a reasonably busy morning this morning actually, which has been good. Let's read this comment. Yeah, the thing is, I think in America, and I may be wrong on this, but you rely far more on your railways for moving freight. We don't utilise it enough, to be fair. So that would be about right for a train here with sort of freight, but I know in America the trains are far bigger and there's far more railroad being used for moving freight across the country. So yep, spot on, I agree with that. Well, it certainly has been a lovely stroll this morning. We've had quite a lot of interaction. I missed it actually. I haven't done a live since last Friday, and I wasn't supposed to do one until sometime in mid-August, but Julia, my wife, suggested to me, why don't you do one in the morning? Be spontaneous. So here we are, a very spontaneous live stroll. I mean, honestly, apart from that car that's just gone round a corner up there and one we saw on the high road in the bus, we have not seen a soul this morning. No dog walkers, nothing. It's been a very quiet morning. No crazy ladies, nothing. Oh, we'll see how many rabbits we can see in here. Oh, there's a few. Whether they stay long enough that we can see them all. They're all bolting now into the bush over there in front. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. And there's one. There's always one that does this. It's almost to antagonise Azra. I don't know if you can see that one, guys. It's sort of running in the distance over there. Now it's going into the bush. One of them left it right to the last minute. Oh no, it's still out. It's a lunatic, this one. Absolute lunatic. Look at Azra now, she's going, because she's going the other way. It's going to go all the way across the field. Could have just run into the bush, been normal. No. Had to go to the bush over the other side. Unreal. Anyway, guys, latest purchase. Haven't spoken about this much. I bought yesterday the DJI Action 6. Now, there's a lot of deliberation about this. There really was, as to whether to get it, whether we needed it. I've got the Action 4, but this Action 6 has got a lot more features with the light. You can connect 2 speakers to it, microphones that is, sorry. The sort of light settings, she's got a stick now, the crazy dog. So there were lots of pros, and it's got a better underwater use. Now, with anything big, even though I'm using my birthday money, or some of my birthday money, I did want to discuss it with Julia because we just like to sort of talk about when we're buying big purchases. You know, different if you're buying a DVD or something. You can even buy DVDs anymore, I don't know. Or a Blu-ray, VHS. Showing my age, guys. But, you know, it's just nice to sort of have that chat. And if she was totally and utterly unhappy about it, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just coped, because I've got the Pocket 4. I've only had that a month, so, but there are reasons. The Pocket 4 is good for non-water-based or beach-based activities, whereas the Action 6, that's where it comes into its own. It's waterproof, it's far more protected. So there are different times when you would be using it and not using it. Which is sort of how I sold it, really. And then Julia finds me a case and then a special lens, and she adds it to the Amazon basket as well. It was almost like she was saying to me, buy it. And she may not even be online watching, because sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. But I reckon she would say, if she was online, I think you were going to buy it anyway. So I was just helping you. Don't know. I don't think walking the dog is spontaneous, to be fair, Florida boy. I'm normally out on or off camera around this time, maybe a bit later at the weekends, as you know. I think what was spontaneous was doing the live, because as I said last Friday, there'd be no lives in August, maybe a couple from when we're away. But to be fair, I missed a little bit of company out on the stroll, so it's quite nice to have a chat with people. And yeah, just thought it'd be nice. And it's nice, as I say, to speak. We got rid of the other idiot that was on the live earlier on, just being very unhelpful with comments. And when you're doing a live, you cannot get rid of the person, not on your phone anyway. So you just got to ignore them, unfortunately. Some other news as well is I've got to go to hospital this morning, which I'm not really looking forward to. I've got to go and get my eyes tested. They found sort of a shadow or something on them in the last checkup. But I've actually got to be taken because they've got to inject something into my eyes. And they say I won't be able to drive after. So how blind I'll actually be, who knows? But I've got to get Julia to take me, Julia to come pick me up, probably take me to work, come pick me up from work. Oh, what joy, eh? What joy. I'm going to work this afternoon once we finish. I did offer to take the whole day off, but because I'm off for a few weeks, he sort of would have preferred me to have come in, so that's fine. I miss the 80s as well. I was born in morning. I was born in 1980. And go on, leave it. There are some classics that come out in the 80s and 90s. Got some classic Bond films. Indiana Jones. Not sure when the Goonies come out, so maybe that might be a bit later, I don't know. And there's other classic films, but they're the ones that I can get hold of. Star Wars, or one of them anyway. Oh no, two of them. One of them come out in 80, one of them come out in 83. I'm not there. Can't really remember them coming out the first time, to be fair. But yeah, you're right. There were some classics during that time for sure. I'm sure you'll tell me some more. Probably some horror movies or something like that. Not a horror person, which is why I'm mad going to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando. But I'll hide behind Julia, don't worry. That could be absolute carnage that night, guys. Come on, Azra, lead on. Good girl. Come on. So we are getting towards the end of our little live stroll now. Probably got another few minutes. It looks like we've lost people now. So anyway, it's not a bad time to start wrapping it up anyway. We never quite got our answer about movies from Florida Boy. Hopefully we do get an answer before we finish about what movies he liked during the 80s. Chance to be a nice thing to have some rain here, I tell you. We had a bit of a drizzle yesterday. We're in the south of England. Probably the driest place in the UK at the minute, and as I say, suffering quite badly, as you can see from the foliage over there. Very brown everywhere at the minute. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. We will be back on maybe next Wednesday, but definitely the week after when we're away with the dogs as well. So just look out for them. I might put something on the community page. This was very spontaneous, hence I didn't do it, and it's been quite nice actually. Guys, take care. Enjoy your Thursday. Catch up soon.